This is a guided meditation in 3 directions: forgiving oneself, forgiving others, and asking for forgiveness. To begin with, put yourself in a very comfortable posture, either laying or sitting in a dignified pose. Taking in some deep breaths. Imagine you are in a beautiful and sacred space, perhaps in a forest or in a place where you feel completely safe and tuned in. Imagine in the space you're greeted with what's true for you. Whatever devotion you follow, or none. Whatever you hold true. You may be greeted with this ultimate reality, perhaps inviting your ancestors to guide you through the stages of forgiveness. As you settle into this posture, get a sense for the contact points where your body meets the floor or the chair, and allow the space to hold and cradle you. Notice your senses, the sounds, the light, the warmth, and invite everything into this moment. Now get a sense for the rising and the falling of your belly, sinking in deeper and deeper. As we journey deeper into your lifespan, through the many places that you have lived, existed, through the many encounters and connections that you have formed, family, friends, strangers, people who have wished you well, people who have wished you harm. And perhaps maybe noticing the effects, the subtle effects on the mind, on the heart, the pain that's been sitting there for long, depression, racism, indifference. Allow these layers to unfold as we begin to witness and gently treat different layers of pain. It may be the case that you yourself have caused harm to loved ones, strangers, or even to yourself. Sometimes we hurt ourselves based on assumptions, perceptions, disappointments, helplessness, powerlessness, and we carry the traumas of our ancestors in our bodies, in our minds, in our hearts. In this moment, we invoke a seed of forgiveness to the extent that we are able to, so that we may benefit from this empowerment. I invite you to take a few deep breaths into your heart chakra and connecting with this higher frequency. The first direction, we begin to forgive ourselves. We begin to work on our lifespan, witnessing the immediate circumstances, what is happening for you in this moment. What are you sensing and feeling in your body? Bear and hear and witness the waves and the movements of every part of your lifespan. Your inner child, your younger self, your adolescent self. And know that there are things and trauma that you may not have been able to process or fully understand. In these moments, learn to begin to learn and to embrace all the parts of our forgotten self. To accept through unconditional love and compassion. I forgive myself for not being the person that others wanted to see, for not having enough, for comparing myself by other people's standards, for not having enough, for not being the right gender or color or shade. My life is a gift. I am in the right body at the right moment by choice. I forgive myself. Just checking any resistance through this process. Numbness, disconnection, the wandering mind, just sensing where you are at this moment in the spectrum of forgiveness. What constructs and narratives you're holding to be true about yourself. Notice the edges around philosophies and ideologies that you hold to be true about yourself, no matter how subtle. And bring this concept of forgiveness into your heart and mind. I forgive myself. second direction of forgiveness is for those who have harmed us. To the extent that we're able to, just imagine perhaps one person who has hurt you. They've caused you harm, either through hatred or ignorance, exclusion, or systematic abuse. Forgiveness is not condoning or forgetting or reconciliation or even telling this person. Forgiveness is a process for ourselves. Process the harm and the anger which you're entitled to feel. When we forgive, we fully remember what has happened. We begin to see the hooks that keep us victims. And allow them not to repeat again. To put up safe boundaries of protection and healing. We release people for our benefit. And our peace of mind. As you begin to visualize your person, try to notice their lifespan, their suffering, their social constructs, their limits, that they themselves may not have had the benefit of this practice or any form of healing to release their suffering as you are. Envision your lineage, your heritage, your ancestors, that you may be the first to release the shackles of mental slavery, to emancipate yourself from suffering. So to the extent that you're able to, release this person from harming you. I forgive you, I release you, and I send you with love. So taking in some deep breaths, tuning in to your body, noticing any shifts and sensations in attention. Taking in some deep breaths. Third direction of forgiveness is asking someone for forgiveness. There are many times in our lifespan when we have blind spots and act with the wrong intention or with blindness, anger, rage. With consequence has hurt people we love, people we may not care about, or even strangers. Words can be like a stone into a pond, carrying many ripples. In this moment, we may not be fully aware of these many situations and karmic traces. If you are able to envision someone you have harmed, perhaps envision asking that person to understand and to forgive you. I forgive you. I ask for your forgiveness. Perhaps this person may not know the full effects of your actions, may have remained silent or disappeared, or found an unhelpful or unskillful way of dealing with the rejections, the pain. But in this moment, you can begin to release yourself from repeating these harmful actions to this person, to cultivate new narratives and non-harm. I ask for your forgiveness. Guided meditation in 3 directions to help deal with anger, blind spots, karmic ancestral effects,